Hi Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your July 1st to the 15th, 2020 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. Now that we've cleared the energy and raised our energy vibration, let's get into this reading and see what this time period holds for you, Scorpio. Going to be starting with your chakra cards. Scorpio, July 1st to the 15th, 2020, Scorpio. July 1st to the 15th, Scorpio. July 1st to the 15th, Scorpio. July 1st to the 15th, Scorpio. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly, show me clearly. Guide this message and show me clearly. Okay, this one right here. All right. Oh, life purpose. I love that. Life purpose is guiding you forward. You're very connected with your throat chakra during this time. So know that words are astoundingly important to you. You're going to also be looking at kind of the underlying meanings to things during this time, seeing how things come together. You can actually find that there's a bit of resistance towards things, all right? And when you find that resistance, look at it carefully, because there's a place that you're going to be heading during this time, a way that you're going to be, it's evolving. You're evolving. You're having this evolutionary process of the soul. And yeah, oh, it's really quite cool, where you are looking at things more deeply within yourself. And so there is going to be this, I don't want to say painful, because it's not really painful, but there is going to be this time where you're like, why is everybody so annoying? That's going to be what you feel. Why is everybody so annoying? Why can't people see things the way that they need to see things? Like you're going to feel like you have the answers and that other people need to listen. At that point, step back just a bit. Step back, take those answers in for yourself. Look at what you desire, look at what you want, and then move forward that way, because it is going to be the best way to deal with this energy, or else you're going to find yourself, Scorpio, coming into some heavy disagreements with people, okay? Scorpio. July 1st to the 15th, 2020, Scorpio. July 1st to the 15th, 2020, Scorpio. July 1st to the 15th, Scorpio. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this message and show me clearly. Yeah, okay, this one too. Angels and spirit guides, guide us. Show us what Scorpio needs to know for this time. Angels and spirit guides, guide us. Show us clearly, guide this message. Guide this message. Bring us clarity. Ooh, and the rest right here. You have 3 extra cards that are coming up. I'm going to put them off to the side. We will layer them on top of this reading. Extra clarity, a deeper voice. All right. So we're starting off with the Page of Pentacles. This is your private self. Okay, this is your personal self. This is what your heart desires, emotionally, what you're drawn to. And this is going to be your public self. Okay. So you have the Page of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Then we have the Sun, which is absolutely gorgeous. The Two of Pentacles. The Empress, beautiful. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. Judgment. And the Four of Wands, which is lovely. The Knight of Wands, a fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Eight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And Justice. Strong Libra presence here at the end. There is something that you're moving towards. You have a very active public persona during this time. There's a sense of getting a lot of things done, focusing on what you truly want, what you truly desire, and that is going to be kind of held back a bit by fear of apprehension of thinking, oh my gosh, I can't do this, or, people are going to laugh, or what am I biting off? How am I moving forward? And here we very much see that there is a balancing that needs to happen. It's almost like at times you feel like you're on the outside of wealth, of prosperity, of desire, and there's judgment. And it can be that at times here, what you're balancing is, yes, you have this resurrection of soul and of self, guided to you by your angels, guided to you by divinity. But there's also this sense of feeling judged or being judgy. So during this time, that balance coming in of saying, I need to be focusing solely on me, what I desire, what I want. And it's very hard. It is very hard, especially when you're on the brink of something bigger, something more, especially when you're opening up doors for yourself. And a lot is coming at you here. Yeah, you can see it with the sun, happiness, joy, success, prosperity. A lot is coming at you that is absolutely beautiful. And you're taking it, you're nurturing it. You have to know how to balance it. And that's going to be where you get kind of tripped up a bit, Scorpio, during this time. So just forewarning here. Page of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's a sense of looking at the seeds that you want to plant, looking at what you desire, looking at where it is that you want to be. And as you look at things more closely, more personally, more powerfully, you find greater truth within yourself. You are studying, okay? This is a time to look at what you truly want, what you truly need, to study deeper, to look deeper, to gain greater insights, greater understandings. And that's really going to be an empowering factor for you. Because there's something here when it comes to work, okay? During this time, when it comes to how you make your money, right? How you support yourself, where you're looking at things and you're starting to open up a new doorway, okay? You're starting to walk down a road. You might have tried to walk down this road before. It just never was the right time. It was always like, this is something I really want. And it's something towards your life purpose. We can definitely see that. And as you're looking at it, it's kind of like, but how? How is this my life purpose? How do I stand here? What is it that I desire? And the sun comes in. Happiness, radiance, joy. This is something that gives you passion and purpose. This is something that sets your heart on fire. This is something that lights your day. Okay? So this is focusing on the joyous aspects of your life, your soul, yourself. And that's very important for you. It's very important for you moving forward. It's very important for you in the long run. There is a sense of having blessings come by you, having blessings become a part of you. And as you radiate with this light, right, people are going to get jealous, but also this light comes in, it radiates around you, and it's going to illuminate many different paths. And one of the paths that it can illuminate, and one of the things to be mindful of, Scorpio, is the sense of restlessness, is the sense of, I should already be moving forward in this direction. I should already be there. I should already have this done. And it's like, no, let yourself have time to soak in the sun, to be like a cat sitting in the warmth, right? And as you soak this in, as you find this balance, you're going to want to act right away. There's going to be a lot of things that you want to achieve, that you want to find balance and harmony at, that you want to move forward in. And so you're going to be very focused on balancing, okay, what needs to be done, what you are learning. There's going to be exciting new avenues that move you forward, all right? And we can see that definitely in your public self, where you are embracing this sense of moving forward, going after what you desire, looking at what it is that you want, having these ideas, having this passion. Ooh, that was my jaw that popped. Sorry about that. There's a lot of things that are coming here, moving you towards a greater goal. And yet, as you're looking at this and as you're going after exactly what it is that you want, you're going to find that you're going to lose sight of you. You're going to find that soul-wise, okay, meditatively, if you were to sit, if you were to focus, if you were just to breathe with yourself, you would find that you feel out of balance, okay? And this is going to be very important. Now, this could be the chaos of the world taking over. This could be a lot of things coming into play. And it's like it makes you feel overwhelmed, chaotic, as if you don't belong. And so here, as you're finding your balance, it's kind of like, I'm getting everything that I want, but why aren't I happy? Or I'm moving closer to everything that I have ever dreamed. Why do I feel disparaging? Why am I so upset? And this is because you personally out of balance and needing to obtain your balance, needing to move forward in your grace. And as you look at this, okay, emotions do run high. Your water sign energy. Everything goes to your emotions first. That's just where you are. You will take things in, okay? And like an air sign energy, everything goes, and you have a very strong connection to your air sign energy, okay? So if you have air sign in your chart, very strong connection to this aspect of yourself. If you don't have any air sign in you, there's going to be a very strong inclination to go to logic, okay? Because you're going to find that your first inclination is to go to emotions, or it's even to dig deeper to like the nittier grittier truth of your emotions, to hyperanalyze a situation emotionally, logically. And what you need to do is not sit there and delve into things more. It's to step back. It's actually to step back and to let yourself just be, just breathe, without trying to figure out why. It's like, okay, just calm down. And when you see this pattern within yourself, okay, when you see this sense of feeling like you really have to hold on, right? If you step back and you say, why? And you don't think about it. Don't sit there and think, oh, well, now I have to, answer that question. It's like, no. What you do is you say, why? And then you sit down. You have a cup of tea, a cup of coffee. I would suggest tea, okay? Partial. Absolutely love tea. And here, there is this sense of just being for a moment. And then you're going to see that your angels answer you. They do. They really do answer you. You're going to get this like, well, you're worried about this. Or, oh, you're overwhelmed about that. Or you always fail. Didn't you realize you always fail? So if you don't hold on to things and are hyper obsessive about it, it's all just going to fall apart. And it's like, no, stop it. Stop it. Because some really intense stuff is going to come up once you look at why you emotionally aren't balanced, okay? Aren't moving forward, aren't feeling as harmonized as you would want to feel, because there's a lot going for you during this time. And once you see this, you claim this throne. You claim this power. You claim this beauty. You claim this passion. You claim your truth. And as you claim your truth, you're blessed. You are blessed, and you are powerful. And you're saying, this is where I deserve to be. The Empress is, she's the queen of the queens. She's the ruler of all. So there's strong feminine energy guiding you. There's also strong knightly energy here. So there's a strong sense of action and needing movement. But there is also the sense of needing to nurture. You're going to birth forth many new ideas, right? And you might not be ready to have them come forward now, right? You might be looking at things and thinking, oh, well, that's how I'm seeing it more deeply, and that's where I want to be. That's what I desire. And you're going to find yourself building towards a time where you can mother, okay? And it's not mothering a child, though it can very well be if that's what you want to do. It is mothering, taking care of, and embracing your life, your soul, yourself. It's sending something out into the world. And it's knowing that a bit of you will shine within it. Think of yourself covered with glitter, okay? Because I keep on seeing stardust around you, stardust. It's like you're seeing here how we are connected all to something greater, something more, something bigger. And so here, what you're seeing is that as you pass by people, okay, as you brush up against them, as you interact with them, a bit of the glitter that is you goes off onto them, embraces them, and a bit of their glitter embraces you. And so what you're seeing here is you're nurturing those sparks of interactions, okay? You're nurturing this sense of connectivity and power and understanding. And as you nurture it, you become the parent to a destiny, okay? That is the spark of your soul and the blessing of yourself. And why that person's glitter stayed on you is because you get to see how their interaction with you makes you sparkle. Okay, either it makes you, radiant and kind of like a disco ball, or it's grimy and it doesn't sparkle the way that you want it to. So here, it's like looking at the blessings, and that's the best way that Spirit is showing it to me. It's like little stars, little, bands of light, around you, around others, that is really coming together, really having a strong impact on you during this time. And you don't want to dim your light because you're moving towards your passion, your truth, your power. So when you interact with somebody who's jealous, who doesn't understand, who's too busy studying their own path, okay, looking at their own desires, you're going to find that you need to rebalance the scales. And that's what your heart is saying right here with the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is prosperity. The Six of Pentacles is, a balance coming in. And it is being able to be this person who gives. But at times, the Six of Pentacles is also this sense of, things need to be balanced. Things need to be fair. Your heart wants things to be fair, and it's tired of just giving and giving and giving. Or it's tired of having to take instead of things being freely offered. And it's like, no, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I want this balance. I want this harmony. I want this power within my life, within my soul, within myself. And you need to have that symbiotic relationship with yourself and the world, with yourself and your passion, with what you desire, with where you want to be. And then we have this countdown. So we have the Six of Pentacles, and then we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is a sense of feeling on the outside of wealth. And that's going to be something that comes into play as the Sun card shines brightly on you. It's like, oh my gosh, am I allowed to be successful? Am I allowed to be happy? Am I allowed to be prosperous? Am I allowed to even dream this big? Am I being foolish? Am I being nonsensical? Am I being, unrealistic? Because that's going to be something that will very much aggravate you during this time, Scorpio. The sense of being unrealistic, of people saying, oh, well, those are your dreams. Those are going to be so hard to achieve. And you have this big, beautiful dream, and your answer to them should be, no, it's not. It might be hard for you, but it's part of my destiny. And yes, you will have times when you fall down, when you have setbacks, when you feel overwhelmed, when things are just too much, when you get angry and upset and cranky. I mean, there are going to be times, especially during this time period, where you just get cranky. It's like, I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, I'm working so hard, and I'm not there yet. And why the heck not? Other people, they don't work half as hard, and they get there so much faster. It's like, stop looking at the other lane, which is so hard to do. Winners focus on themselves, okay? On their footfalls, on their betterment, on their power. If you look over to the other guy, you just psyched yourself out. Don't psych yourself out. Because you have this sense of nurturing and taking care of. And yes, at times, Scorpio, you're going to be tired. It's like, oh man, enough is enough. But there's this balance, this beauty, this prosperity that comes. And you sit there and you say, I'm not on the outside of wealth anymore. I'm not on the outside of prosperity. And it comes in small ways. I mean, I know everybody wants a firework moment where, the sky lights up and everybody sees it. But those moments are few and far between. Steadiness, security, stability, a sense of slowly manifesting, working towards what you deeply desire. That has more substance. It's kind of like, okay, what Spirit is showing me, and I know it sounds funny, but it's kind of like if you lose weight all at once. And they say that can be really bad. Not really bad, but, that can be bad. You can, gain back the weight really easily because you've lost it so fast. So you want to go gradually, slowly, even if you're frustrated, even if you want to start, doing things to make you lose weight faster. It's like, do it slowly, do it gradually, do it steadily. And that's going to lead you to much more long-lasting results than if you did it all at once. You'd get all the accolades, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe. But the boomerang effect, the spring back from that might not be exactly where you want it to be. So that's the best way, that is the way that Spirit is showing it to me, okay? So here, it's like you're slowly and steadily building. And you might be saying, Dane, I've been slowly and steadily building for decades upon decades, years upon years, and I'm tired. I'm tired of slowly. I'm tired of looking at everybody else and seeing that they have more than I do, right? But do you have more richness to your life? Is there a sweetness? Is there a happiness? Is there a sense of peace to you that person doesn't have, that they're always looking for in somebody else? And so here, as you're looking and maybe even reevaluating what wealth is to you, wealth, what you value as much as money is to you, as you look there and you say, well, this is what I need, this is what I want, this is what I desire. you're having a resurrection of spirit. Your angels are saying, yes, yes, that's the way you should be looking at it. That's the place you're supposed to be. That's what you need to be hearing, to be understanding, to be embracing. And you resurrect. You rise again. You are empowered and invigorated. Now, with this judgment, when I was meditating upon the cards before, and shuffling them, before I even turned on the camera, okay, I thought judgment. There are some who are judging. There are others who are trying not to judge. And there is this sense here with judgment is that, yes, your angels are by you. Yes, your angels are with you. Yes, your angels are guiding you. But for some, it feels as if the world points fingers and it feels like I am being judged. Or you're looking at people and you're like, oh my God, just get your act together. My goodness, just straighten up. And so there's a sense here of needing to step back, which is really hard. Really hard. And it's not doing nothing. Okay, if you have somebody in your life who you're sitting there and you're watching them just fall deeper and deeper into a hole, it's not doing nothing. But it's saying, I cannot fully understand what's going on in your mind. And that's going to be really important here. Because there's something here with a deeper knowledge and a deeper truth that would break your heart, Scorpio. It really would. And it's kind of like, for some of you, it's if people saw more deeply into everything that has been going on, into everything you have overcome, everything that you have been facing, it would break their hearts. And here, it's time to rise. It's time to rise. And it's time to know that you are not alone. You're not. And with that knowledge, with that understanding, it's so beautiful because you have the Eternal Mother right here with the Empress, okay, the divine feminine aspect of nurturing and caring, but also power and grace. And then you have the marriage card. So it's being married to these ideas along with justice, along with this sense of, of knowing where you stand and what you stand for and having things fall into alignment. But there's also a sense here of, to your heart, okay, within your emotional self, celebrating your life, celebrating your liberty, celebrating your joy, celebrating you. And as you celebrate, you are emboldened, empowered, invigorated. You see your life more clearly, more succinctly. You see yourself more openly, more honestly. And this is saying here, celebrate. Celebrate even though at times you feel like you don't want to. Celebrate what you have done right. And also move forward in this sense of grace. In this sense of, I am walking into a new stage of my existence. Because this is the marriage card. And what does marriage symbolize? Or what did it symbolize? You walk into a new stage of life. You're leaving behind one way of being and you're entering into another. And that's what you're doing here. There is a sense almost of a shedding of a skin, of a understanding of deeper truth. It's like I am walking away from what once was. And now I am celebrating the new path that I am on, the new place that I am, and the new way that I see things. And as you have this power coming forward, you have the Knight of Wands right here. So you have strong earthly presence, right? You have the Page of Pentacles, right? The Knight of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay? Prosperity, passion, okay? What you desire, what you want, what you need. And as you're looking at these things, all right, you're finding the balance. You're finding the balance between the logical and the intuitive, the desired and the have-tos. And as you're seeing this balance come, and as you're embracing this balance within yourself, you are looking more honestly, more truthfully, and more powerfully at the way that you want to move forward. You are also going to have very strong connections with earth sign energy, air sign energy, and fire sign energy during this time, right? Earth sign energy, a grounding force, is going to be very important for you, right? How you're planting your seeds, where you're planting your seeds, how you're growing the garden that is your life. Okay, that's number one. Air, what you inhale, what becomes a part of you. Okay, I'm just seeing your lungs right here. Inhale and exhale. What you are taking in and what you are releasing. That's going to be very important. because you're going to have a tendency, because you're on the verge of something big, you're going to have a tendency to take things in and not release. Because you're building, you're growing, you're understanding, and you want more and more and more. It's like, I want to know more. I want to dig deeper. I need to go further. And it's kind of like, no, you need to release as well as take in. Or else you're going to explode with frustration, with like, this sense of injustice, this sense of, of anger, of just like, oh my God, why aren't I moving forward? And it's almost going to be like a prayer upon your lips. Like, why? And so with the Knight of Wands, there's passion, there's desire, there's this sense of moving towards something more. Now, it can be that you also have a very forceful fire sign energy in your life, and this person is pushing you. And this person doesn't really care everything that you're going through. They want to see you move forward. Excuse me. They have their own goals, their own agenda, and they're like, come on. But as the sun shines on you, all right, as you're looking at things and as this beauty comes around you, there's a fear. It's like, can I? Can I have the life that I want? Do I know what I desire? And with the Eight of Swords, you have right here a paralyzing fear. And I mean, everybody has them. Everybody has something that they're afraid of or that overwhelms them, or they doubt, they fear, they everything. And with the Eight of Swords, it's like, how? How do I move forward to the place that I want to be? How do I know what I want more of? It's overthinking, it's overanalyzing, it's things being entirely too much. It's being frustrated, it's being overwhelmed, and it's just putting on the brakes. So if you have this force here, who's like, come on, move, and you're dealing with this internally, okay? And people will see it because this is your external self, okay? This is the way people see you. There's going to be like something where they're like, why are you stopping? Why aren't you moving forward? Like, what's going on here? And it's the doubts, it's the fears, it's the, over analyzing things. Step back. Step back. Give yourself permission to be afraid. Give yourself permission to be overwhelmed. And step back. And see why. It's not coddling, okay? You can give yourself time, yes. But it's like, okay, feel the fear, and do it anyway. Look at what you truly need, what you truly want. And it's time to move forward. It's time to go after it. Because the Eight of Swords can eat your whole entire life. It can. It can be sitting there and saying, I've never succeeded at anything. Why do I get to succeed now? Or what makes this time any different? And you will be able to rationalize to yourself why you can't move forward. And it's like, no. Now it is time to go after it. Be afraid, yes. That fear, it's always with us. It's always with us. People like to say, oh, I'm never afraid anymore. Well, that's just silly. That's just silly. There's always something that makes us afraid. There's always something that we are pre-programmed to as human beings to be mindful of, to be fearful of, to be overwhelmed by. Okay, that's why, we are programmed not to sleep well in odd places, okay? So when you travel and you go and you stay in a hotel or you stay over someplace, the first night usually you don't sleep well. That's because you're not used to the surroundings. So your body's like, don't get comfortable. We have to be ever vigilant, right? If that is hardwired so deeply in us, that going to a nice hotel and, or going over, to a friend's or something like that and spending the night makes us have worse night's sleeps, okay? Then this is a part of us. There's a part that says, yes, we are programmed to be vigilant. But this vigilance can be overwhelming. Okay, this sense of fear, this sense of continuing a narrative that only a select few get to be prosperous, get to be happy, that it's some sort of magic, happening that lets us walk forward this way. You're going to find that it isn't. And you're going to find that as the light of the sun, there we go, shines on you, as it embraces you, it awakens in your heart these fears, these doubts, these things that say, why? Why am I on the outside of wealth? Why is it so difficult? And then you get the answer. You get the answer of pre-programmed fears from this life, from past lives, from, negativity, despair, despondency. And it's like, okay, but why? but why am I letting this hold me back? And then you're going to have the Knight of Swords come in as your angels connect with you, as you find your balance, as you find this connective power. And you are going to see yourself moving forward. And it's like, okay, now I'm just going to jump. I was scared before, I was stagnant before, now I'm just going to go for it, which is going to be the completely opposite, feeling of what you've had. All right? So jumping too quickly, never a good sign, because, yes, sometimes you just have to jump, but you also have to think about things, and you have to be kind to yourself. So here with the Knight of Swords, it's you're moving forward, you're cutting through doubts and fears, you're heading at things with a good clip, okay, with a good pace. Just make sure you think it through, because you have this connection with your angels, but you also have this imbalance within yourself where you're trying to do too much, okay, and you're forgetting about you. So if you go off, and as I've said before, if you go off half-cocked, if you'll know this from my other videos, when you go off half-cocked, it is a saying from, the Revolutionary War, the Civil War times, where you would have to put a musket in the gun and push it down, right? Cock back the gun, and then fire. But you were in the midst of battle, So what you would do is, what people would do is they would, load their gun, go to cock back the piece, I don't know what it's called, and the gun would explode in their faces because they would go to fire, but they hadn't cocked it back all the way. And so here, it's like, make sure you think things through before the gun blows up in your face, before things, go from bad to worse, or before things like kind of escalate out of hand, okay? Make sure you've thought it through. So don't sit there and think, oh, I have the answer right away, and then it's like instantaneous reaction, instantaneous going. It's like, no, think about it, look at it, decide about things, digest things, take things in, because you're going to be looking at things. There's a long haul here, okay? There's profound change that's coming over. There's a profound beauty that's moving towards you, all right? And it's for the long run. And in the long run, you want to keep up the Knight of Swords energy, this sense of knowledge and passion and discovery and ideas and the cutting through doubts and fears and being logical, but also having this logic embraced with your heart. You want that to keep on coming, all right? And so you don't want things to go wrong and then for you to be afraid to go after it again. So think things through when the Knight of Swords comes up, because you're going to find yourself moving forward towards a passion, towards a power that is absolutely brilliant. And then we have justice, right? We have justice, we have balance, we have harmony coming. Strong Libra presence during this reading, yes, okay? With the Knight of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? And justice, which is Libra in the major arcana. This is a time frame of September 23rd to October 22nd. There's truth, and there's wisdom, and there's fairness that comes forward. And you need to look at justice. What is just for you? What do you need to move forward? And then justice for those that you truly love, truly care about, right? And it's saying, how do I keep this balanced? How do I keep this harmonized? And how do I stay fair without having myself taken advantage of and without taking advantage of others? It's a harmony that you are finding here. And then the extra cards that fell out. Page of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Four of Pentacles. And the King of Wands. So strong fire sign presence within this reading. You have the Knight of Wands right here, Page, and now King, right? I'm seeing it lean, of course, more towards the masculine side, more towards the sense of action and physically needing to get things done, just quote-unquote male energy here, okay, coming forward. There's something that you're learning, okay? Your personal self, very interested in learning things that will enhance you on this earthly plane, okay? Those are going to be the things that really draw you. Like, yes, meditation, spiritual things, yes, you will feel drawn towards that because you are a water sign energy. You are a Scorpio. I mean, you're just drawn to that stuff anyway, Scorpio. That's kind of like your bread and butter. But here, it's like, how do I move forward in my life? How do I get to where I want to be in regards to your heart? Okay, so you have the Page of Wands. In regards to your heart, you have the Four of Pentacles. Now, this is my vampiric energy card, okay? Your heart has been trampled on before. You have people who you're connected to emotionally or who have left emotional scars that they're still there. You have to sever ties. And it's not in this big kind of like, we'll never speak again way unless you want it to be. But it's in this, I need, to focus on my energy, myself. And I will not be drained. I will not be, forgotten, okay, for everybody else, because you're done with that. And it's embracing your energy, your passion, your power, your desire. And it's cleansing. And you can do this. I mean, Spirit is just showing me you breathing, okay? Just a balloon filling and deflating. And it's like your breath is going to be so important to you. Breathing, connecting, embracing, and releasing. Releasing the negativity. So just breathing in. And you could see it as breathing in golden light of the universe, the golden healing light, and exhaling storm clouds. And then cleansing the energy around you. Because you're going to find that as you do this, you're going to find that you don't have the urge to hold on as much as you once did. Hold on to things that are meaningless. Right? You're going to see the value of things a lot more clearly, and your heart's going to be a lot more open with this. And then you have the King of Wands right here. Passion, creation. Okay? Instinct, intuition. This sense of being a king of what you desire, of what's truly important to you. You're being very much connected here on the earthly plane. Okay? Your reason for living, okay, your life purpose is really showing through with this card. And it's like you are being pulled towards your life purpose. You're being pulled towards what you desire. But you're also embracing something deeper, something more. Okay? You're embracing this kingly energy. And as you come in with it, you are going to find yourself standing in more power, knowing a deeper truth to you. Yes. There's a benevolent masculine. Now, it can be, it can be a man. It can be just somebody with very powerful and very active energy. This is a person who likes to move. This is a person who is a very active person. Just see this as a force, almost. And that's almost what precedes them when you meet them, when you're with them. It's like they're this energy first, and then they're a person. So they're like this hybrid. And this can also be what you become during this time, this hybrid. This person who is first the energy of your passion, of your power, of your desire, okay, and is then the human construct of that. But this person who, just as powerful, okay, somebody who very much helps make dreams realities, okay, and it can be just somebody that you're talking to who helps you kind of work things out in your mind. But there's also this sense here with the King of Wands of not to let the fires burn too bright, okay? Kind of go gently. You are evolving, you are changing. There's this power around you. And temper things. Keep things calm. Keep things searching. Keep things looking forward, because there's going to be something where you're going to want to throw like all the firewood onto it and watch it burn. And it's going to be spectacular, but it'll be over too quickly. All right, now we're going just a bit deeper. Show me more deeply. For Scorpio, July 1st to the 15th, 2020. Show me deeply. Ooh, okay. Yeah, these ones. Okay, so everything was meditated upon and shuffled on before. So let's lay these out. You're starting off with the Six of Crystals, reversed. They all come reversed. Well, that just... Okay. So every single one of them... Well, we'll start and see. All right. The Two of Acorns. The Three of Shells. Actually, this is Justice. Oh, okay. Nine of Feathers. King of Shells, which is you. Lion of Feathers. Okay, so King of Shells is the King of Water, okay? Of Cups, there we go. Water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So, of course, you, Scorpio, here. King of Feathers, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Magician. and the Eight of Crystals. Okay, so a little bit interesting that everything came out reversed, all right, and then it straightened itself out. But it's not actually a bad thing. I was going to be like, oh my gosh, it's just too much. But it's not, because here, what we start off with is here you have synergy and gratitude, right? So you have the Six, and we saw the Six of Pentacles right down here, right? So this is, yeah. So here, it's like needing that balance, needing that understanding. And at times, you're going to find personally that the balance like kind of falls on its head. That emotionally, as you go deeper into things, you're not going to have that symbiotic relationship that you want. You're not going to have the gratitude, the guidance that you desire, because there is this sense of, because this is my minor arcana justice card. So then you have justice coming in, and this is truth and clarity. So the truth and clarity that you are supposed to be trusting in, okay? Something is astray, okay? Something is messed up. It is, backwards. It is, it's not where it's supposed to be. And so as you're looking at things, you're going to think, well, what the heck is going on here? This is not the way that it's supposed to be, because there's some lack of justice. It can't even be within yourself, because this is your personal, your private self. This is your connection with you. All right? There is something here where you need to see the justice, where you need to see the unjustness of things, the unfairness, the injustice, there we go, of things, the unfairness of it. And you need to call it out within yourself, within your soul, within what you desire. And it can't just be that you're going to be very hard on yourself, Scorpio, during this time. And so you're not going to be just, and you're going to sit there and think, okay, well, if I do well today, I'm supposed to do even better tomorrow, and just keep on pushing, keep on pushing, keep on pushing. If you push too hard, you will break. And that's going to be something to be very, very mindful of. It's not saying, okay, take a holiday. Well, you could if you want to, just relax and, step back. It's saying, yes, you have to push at things because you have that night energy. You also have strong kingly energy during this time. But if you do not find balance within yourself, and if you are not fair within yourself, it will bleed out into everything else. It will stain everything else. And then you have the King of Feathers, logic and justice. Once you address this, and once you are logical, but emotionally logical with yourself, you sit there, you're caring, you're understanding, you're nurturing, you're looking more deeply at your soul and at yourself, you are going to find that things change. All right. And you're going to find that you have a strong connection with air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but also with the sense of questing and seeking and finding out deeper truths. There can also be somebody in your life who will be rather overpowering, okay? Who will just use logic for it all. And that's going to be someone who you don't really get on with. Right? You're going to find them very hard to nurture. You're going to find it very hard to nurture a relationship with them, even if you have to. So just be mindful of this, okay, as you're moving forward, because there's something here where there's going to be a lack of logic, there's going to be a lack of justice, there's going to be a lack of really trusting in your truth, because things are out of balance. You have to put it into balance first, put things into perspective, and then you have your win. You have a powerful, beautiful win. And then it leads you to your heart. You've carried too much, and now you're letting it go. It's like, oh, thank goodness. Okay? It's like that big breath out. And it leads you to no longer being afraid. So this is actually really, really good to have these cards reversed. It's like, okay, 10 of acorns, 10 of wands. I'm letting it go. I'm no longer afraid of it. I'm no longer going to be carrying everybody else's dramas. I am carrying what I need. I'm carrying what I desire. And then with the 9 of feathers, this is no longer being afraid. This is no longer staying up at night, worrying, fretting, doubting, thinking, oh, it's not for me. I just can't do it. It's like, I can. And then you have the magician right here, which is like, yes, I can. I can manifest my destiny. I can speak my truth. I can move forward in my passion, in my power. I know. And it comes after this release. And you have a purge. You have a purge coming forward. And it will knock you for a loop. But once you move past the doubts, the fears, the apprehensions, the being overwhelmed, you're going to find that you stand tall, and you see your magic as above, so below. As you believe it, so it becomes. And then you have the Three of Shells. Now, the Three of Shells for me is, okay, so the card for me reversed is a lot better than it is right side up. So for me, the Three of Shells, the Three of Cups, is being celebrated. But not everybody who celebrates you really means it, okay? So there's a sense here of it with it reversed. It's knowing your true friends, okay? Because also it upright, it's like you're learning your true friends, you're learning the people that are super important to you, and you're really taking that in right now. You're taking in the fact that, some people, some things are super important to you. And those are like your tried and true things, the die on the hill things, like this is what I stand for type of mentality. Whereas other things you're going to find in other people, you're like, no, why would I fight? Or why am I fighting so hard for this when it's not me? It's not what I desire in my life. It's not where I want to be. And it can be a person who, has a way of manipulating things so that you feel like a schmuck if you don't, but you're a fool if you do. So here, it's really knowing those good people around you. And it's really seeing them and saying, you know what, this is my core. This is my core, and this is what I need. And if you're saying, Dana, but I don't have that. I have backstabbers. I have, liars and cheats. It's looking at yourself, and it's finding that within you. And it can be purging away, all those who do not elevate you, who do not help you, who do not add to your soul's existence, help you on this journey of life. And connecting fully and full-heartedly with your angels and your spirit guides, and then walking forward with that beauty around you, because people will be able to see it. And then you have the King of Shells. You have you. You have you embracing your passion, your power, your truth. There is a sense of being king of your kingdom. And it does not have to be big. There's an old Nordic saying, which I love, and I know if you've been here before, you've heard it a million times. It is better to be king of a cottage than servant to a castle. So it's better to be king in a cottage than servant in a castle. Rule your world the way you want to. Live your truth the way you want to. As long as you're coming from a place of love and, this exuberance of spirit, as long as you're doing no harm. What is wrong with living the life that you want, that you need, that you desire? And doing so with confidence and power and purpose and prestige. And then we have the Eight of Crystals. Your hard work, it's seen. It pays off. Okay? Dedication and progress. And you are dedicated to the progress of your soul and to yourself. Now your ending message for this time, let's see what it is. Let's straighten these out first because it's driving me crazy. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do those. It's enough. All right. Ending message for Scorpio, July 1st to the 15th. Ending message for Scorpio, July 1st to the 15th, 2028. Angels and spirit guides, guide these messages. Ooh, okay. So 3 fell out. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Those are your ending. That's your ending message. 4 of Swords, 4 of Air, 10 of Earth, 10 of Pentacles, and 7 of Fire. Okay. Personally, give yourself a break. Seriously. Give yourself a break. See everything that you fought for, all the battles, all the hardships, all the disappointments you have been through. Know your truth. Know your passion. Know your power. But let yourself rest. And know that rest is very important. You're going to sit there and think, oh, I don't need to sleep. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. I can just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. No. No. Give yourself time to breathe, time to heal, and time to mourn. Battles have ended, but sometimes the battles still live in our heads. They do. And they live in our minds much longer. I'm just hearing the Cranberry song Zombies. It's like, yeah, they live in our minds much longer. They become zombies of our thoughts. Yeah. And then we have the 10 of Earth. Okay? Your heart, prosperity, success, bounty, wealth. Wealth that lasts for generations. And it doesn't mean that you have to have the coffers filled, the bank account tumbling over with money. It means that you have a wealth that touches the generations. And it may not be coin. It may simply be what's as valuable to you as money. And it is a powerful place that you stand right now. And it's a powerful place that your heart has been because you freed it. You freed yourself to embrace your magic, your power, the fact that the God's head lives within you, the fact that you have stardust coursing through your veins. You're embracing it. And then, publicly, choose your battles wisely. Don't step on every stone. My great-grandma would always say, if you step on every stone, you will never get to the other side. Don't do that to yourself. Don't make it so that every step is a battle. Stand up for what you believe in. Don't be a doormat. Okay? Stand your truth, know your truth. But also, know when to pick your battles. Know what you want to stand for. Because there is going to be a time, again, where you're just going to find people aggravating. It is going to be that sense of, why is everybody so aggravating, so stupid, so annoying? You're just going to sit there and want to be like, why? Step back. Step back. It's because they're on their journeys and you're on yours. And it's not really meshing up right now. Or you're each teaching each other a lesson. Teaching each other a deeper soul's lesson. And you have to see it. You have to understand it. And as you see it and as you understand it, you are going to then stand in your power and stand on top of your hill, and say, I know what I stand for. And people aren't going to, well, they might oppose you, but you're not going to care. You really aren't. Now for your spirit animal message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly for Scorpio, July 1st to the 15th, 2020. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly for Scorpio, July 1st to the 15th, 2020. Show me clearly, guide this message and show me clearly. All right. You have the beaver spirit. Lay a solid foundation. That's so important. So often, we go off half-cocked. The gun blows up in our faces. We sit there and we thought, wow, I should have thought this through more. And you're going to have that instinct here. You have the Knight of Swords. You have, this sense of I need to just act. Well, lay a solid foundation first. That foundation is going to be so absolutely important for you and to you. It's going to be what you desire. And you're going to look at things like you thought you laid a solid foundation before. But every now and then we need to look at our foundational selves. We need to look at our core values, at what we truly desire, what we're working towards. And it's like, look at the cracks. Look at the cracks. And be open and honest with yourself. Because as you see them and as you understand them, you are going to be able to fix them, but you're also going to be able to see the journey that you've taken. And it's like, wow. You're going to be impressed, is what I'm seeing here. You're going to be impressed with how far you've come, Scorpio. All right, now for your botanical cards. Scorpio, July 1st to the 15th, 2020, Scorpio. July 1st to the 15th, 2020, Scorpio. Show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly and guide this message. Okay, these two. And this one. So we have sustain, chicory, brighten, and stabilize. Sustain. Sustain your sense of worth and your positivity. sustain your confidence and your beauty. Excuse me. Don't fall off track for other people, and be kind to your soul and yourself. Okay, that's going to be very powerful for you, to have that beauty around you. Right? Chicory, also, as you guys know, I love chicory root and dandelion root tea. Drink it every morning, first thing. It is absolutely, absolutely wonderful. All right? So to have that, it helps sustain your gut health, okay? To help your gut, to help you be energized, and your gut health helps your brain health. So here, if you could drink that tea, that would be really, really great. All right? Calendula? I don't even know. And this is brightening. It is, calendula, something you do not know. Like something that you look at first and you're like, oh, wait, I don't. It's actually going to be brightening your path, guiding you forward, and leading you to a deeper understanding. All right? So there's something here that brightens you, that guides you, that helps you see things more clearly. All right? And you're going to at first look at it and be like, oh, I don't even get this. So just know this with your heart self, okay? And then we have stabilize with St. John's wort. You're stabilizing what you want. You are stabilizing your footing as you embrace what you truly desire. And as you're stabilizing that truth, you're stabilizing you. Now for your subconscious messages. Your subconscious chakra message is angels and masters. Angels and divinity are guiding you, leading you forward, connecting you with the soul star chakra located 6 inches above your head. Let it shine. Let that light shine through you. Let it anoint you. And then we have your subconscious chakra message. Not chakra message. Tarot message. There we go. The King of Swords. You're knowing. You have a knowing, a power, a truth. Knowledge is astoundingly important to you. There's also a sense of being very to the point with things. At times you can be a bit sharp-tongued, but there's strong air sign presence around you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and there's a very strong sense of a Libra presence, but there's a very strong sense of knowing what is right, what is needed, and going after it. You have that logic and that justice, and we see that here with the King of Swords before, the King of Feathers. Then we have the Four of Crystals, control and security. Vampiric energy trying to drain away that control, trying to take away that security, finding it within yourself, embracing what you desire, embracing what you truly need, and a release, just a release of what is no longer needed. And then we have the Star, strong Aquarius energy, another air sign, another King of Swords, right? Energy. This is a time frame of January 20th to February 18th. It's time to embrace your highest sense of perfection, of what you desire for, what you wish for, what you truly want. And as you do so, you have your subconscious spirit animal message, which is the dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusions. And as you strive towards your greatest good, strive towards your greatest power, the truth of your soul transcends the illusions. And your subconscious botanical message is mystery with the ghost pipe. Mysteries are revealed to you every single day, empowering you, having you see things differently. As you embrace them, you embrace yourself. And as you move forward in them, you move forward in your truth. This is an astoundingly powerful time for you, Scorpio. It was a pleasure to bring you this message. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all. And stay safe.